Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going over what envelopes I am using in 2024 and what envelopes I got rid of. I realize I'm doing this video kind of in a weird order because I've already done a couple cash stuffings for this year, but recently, as in like last week, I consolidated a bunch of envelopes. I have them to the side here. I have them to my left. But I consolidated a bunch of envelopes because I realized I had a lot of redundancies. And since I'm low income and I can't stuff like 40 envelopes a week, I needed to reduce how many envelopes I have so that I can stuff more of them every week. So if that sounds interesting to you, please keep watching. But I'm going to move my binders back and I'm going to talk about the envelopes I got rid of first. So I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4. I got rid of 5 envelopes from my last cash stuffing. So first one I got rid of is Beauty. And I know it's so funny to say this because this was originally going to be rebranded as Self-Care, which was one of my 2024 financial goals, was to have a self-care envelope. I decided to consolidate this under my general spending, which my general spending is now kind of my yes envelope. And it's just kind of yes money for anything that I may want, or it's just kind of like unessential, which I know self-care is more essential, but I needed to reduce how many envelopes I had so I could stuff more of them. So beauty / self-care did get cut. I'm gonna have these off to the side. The next one was birthdays. I realized, you'll see later that I kept family. I realized that all of the spending that I have for my family is mostly for Mother's Day, Father's Day, and birthdays. So having both envelopes was kind of silly because I could just have one envelope cover both of those things. So I did get rid of birthdays. And that is also because the only other birthday that I stuff for is Evan's. And for him, I mean, that can come, if he wants a physical thing, that can come out of my spending, that's fine. But for him, I think he would much rather like go hiking or go on a trip for his birthdays, and that goes under my travel envelope. So that's why this got unstuffed and is now, it has been voted off the island. It's been voted out of the binder. Because again, most of the birthdays in my life are family. That can just go in the family envelope. The next one, this one hurts, but I retired Twitch, and this is also just going to come out of my yes money, my spending money. I may add this back, I don't know. But it was so low priority, which sounds bad to say, but this was to support my fellow streamers on Twitch, but I was not adding to it as much and I was getting stressed about it, and I just feel like that's money that can come out of my yes money, my spending money. These two also kind of hurt, but romance and friendship. So these are consolidated into one envelope, also BB. So this envelope is getting replaced with the BB envelope in my wallet. Those 3 are getting consolidated and are now going to be a general out to eat envelope. Because honestly, for romance, for hanging out with my friends, and the date night with BB, those were all out to eat money. So having it divided into 3 envelopes didn't really make sense. And it just makes sense to, going forward, budget however much money per week or every other week, whatever, to have towards eating out. So those are the envelopes I got rid of. So coming into my wallet, this is mostly the same, you'll see. This is mostly the same. So we have the usual gas, groceries, Target, health. I don't have the new envelope yet, but this will just say out to eat. And that's what's going to take place of BB, romance, and friendship. It's going to go here, and it's going to be my out to eat money, and then oopsie. So my wallet otherwise was really functional last year that I was cash stuffing. I only started in October, but it was otherwise really functional and it really worked. So my wallet you know, that's the one change. Now, my binders. For a while, it was long-term sinking funds and short-term. Now it is high and low priority. So starting, I guess we'll start with the high priority, because this is how I'll budget first. Some changes in here. We still have emergency. This is my absolute top priority, aside from my wallet, to make sure it gets stuffed every week. So this got some more money. As I consolidated the envelopes, I redistributed funds. So some went in here. This is now at $300. Medical is still essential. Home. This right now is for stuff for the new apartment. Eventually, once we're moved out and settled, I'll start stuffing this for a down payment on our first home. But that is what that envelope is for. Dog, this is saving to get the service dog. And then car. So these are the high priority. This is stuff that would be a lot harder to live without. Like, wallet is my essential everyday spending, but the high priority is stuff that, like, is pretty essential. So then we get into low priority. So spending got really beefed up because a lot of envelopes went in here. So this now is $330. But this is all of my yes money. This is for just non-essential, just spending. Christmas stayed. So, because Christmas is a big enough event that needs its own dedicated saving. But honestly, I don't need to spend $1,200 for Christmas. Like, it's so unnecessary. So family is still here. This is for Mother's Day, Father's Day, and birthdays. So family events that are kind of holidays, holiday adjacent. I consider birthdays holidays, but you know, that kind of stuff. Travel. So this got all the birthday money and the romance money. So that's why this is now at $400. So we're almost have enough for a placeholder in here, which is pretty exciting. But I just think that BB for his birthday would much rather go. It may not be a backpacking trip every year, but I think he would much rather go on an adventure. Tattoos stayed, because that's, again, separate. It takes a long time to save up for that. And also, I do pay my tattoo artist in cash. So some money went in here too. So this is now at $105. And then wedding got moved into this binder now that it's the low priority binder, because I am not, I say this every video, I'm not engaged, but someday I'd like to be. But that seems pretty far off, and this now has $50. But it seems rather far off. And then last but not least, I have my 100 envelope challenge. So this is the last thing I'll be using, the last binder I'll be using this year. I currently have $455 saved, so I'm about 20%. I think I'm about a quarter of the way through this. Let's see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I'm almost a quarter of the way through it, which is pretty exciting. But we need to get into some of these bigger numbers. But yes, so that's the big savings challenge. I have one savings challenge going, and then low priority, high priority, and my wallet. But that, everybody, is all of my envelopes for this year. It was kind of a bummer to get rid of some of these because I thought they were really cute. Like, friendship envelope was so cute. But I just had to be able to stuff more envelopes per week because it was a little sad to just be like, I can't stuff this, this, and that, and then start the video off by, like, not being able to stuff half of my envelopes. But honestly, when I move out, it will be hard because I'll have to stuff my wallet every week because I will be responsible for buying groceries and stuff. Right now I live with my parents, so they buy the groceries, but once I have to start really stuffing this every week, the low and high priority binders will take quite a hit. But for now, I'm really building up these sinking funds until we move out. I hope this year to move out, hopefully sooner rather than later, but It's hard to say with the California housing market. Anyway, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!